Ahoy, captains! I am making this video specifically for some friends because we ended up talking about it. Um, so it's going up. I'm gonna make it public, and you can watch it if you want, but it's for like one dude. So this is a match where, man, this one is frustrating. If this had gone just like a little bit different, a few different ways, we would have had a much different, better outcome. And I'm even watching it back, I'm just like, why? I cut off the beginning of this because I didn't actually record the match until significantly later. I was like, actually, that might be worth keeping. So I just didn't quite time the playback thing on PlayStation to get the beginning of the match. But I spawned on this flank. I moved behind this island. I was first here, and three other battleships come and sit like right in front of me. So that's the first thing that I'm just, dudes, come on, split up just a little bit. So we're all stuck behind this island. And then as I'm doing it, I am just waffling back and forth. Which target, which target? The second I get about to shoot, or I do shoot, like the spotting drops, we lose track of the thing we're trying to shoot. And I'm just so frustrated through this whole thing. So I'm trying to get back a little bit because that, I believe it was an AL Richelieu, is going through A, and then it's like, no, we spotted the mines and I don't have the angle, and then like, oh no, he's too far away now because he actually turned out to get the ship over there in the Picardy, and then it's like, oh, can I get the mines? Is he going to stop? And I'm just doing this target dance where I have no good targets. Um, in an effort not to just, like blame the team. What should I have done here? I think at some point in this, I should have just moved. Yes, I was at the island first, but because I have two or three other battleships that ended up right on top of me, this is why putting all your battleships in the same square is not a good choice, because the entire enemy team is able to hide or angle from most or all of our team. And so we just can't put out effective damage on the enemy team. So I think in retrospect, I should have maybe gone over to A. I was a little worried that I would get shot in the side by this Missouri that's out here. There is the Picardy that was going up the middle. Plymouth and Pajarski, I believe, as well, that are over there. And so here, take this long-range shot on the Nelson. Kind of misjudged how tight he was going to turn. Nelson doesn't, has a pretty decent turning radius, and so you see, I just put him in just a little bit. I'm not amazing at those super long-range shots, especially on turning ships, but I'm working on it. I'll get there. I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos. Make sure you watch where your shells go. That's a bad habit that I had for a long time of just kind of moving to the next thing, and occasionally you need to. But especially on kind of long distance shots like that, where you have the time to watch where your shells go, it will make you a better player if you can look at that, think, oh, I pulled in too far, the shells were on target, except that they were a little bit to the right, I should have kept it out a little bit further. It'll make you a better player. Sometimes, like shots in this mines, this isn't going to be a great shot anyway, he's kind of moving in, I do have a lot of targets. At this point in our match, we probably should have let that one a little bit further. I'm pretty frustrated at this point in this match, just because of how I really haven't moved. We have, we're all stuck. We're all stuck, and I will certainly include myself in that. I'm not 100% sure what else to do in this position. Possibly push forward into C, finish off the Missouri and the Nelson. I kept thinking that I would have good shots into A to help protect what was pushing over there, because I did have broadside shots, but I kept losing vision or the angle. And it's incredibly frustrating to have a match like that, where it could have so easily gone differently if you or anyone else. But again, as I've said before, I am only in control of my ship and what I do, and so blaming the rest of my team or saying they should have done something different, sure, great. In an ideal world, maybe they would do something different. Here, I honestly don't even remember what I'm saying, but think I'm just asking for vision, or oh, I know what it is. The ZF6 is just like charging into all the ships. I'm just saying, hey man, I know this game looks bad, but if you don't just charge in, maybe we've got a chance. But it doesn't really matter at this point. But anyway, as I was saying, I can only control myself. Here I assume the mine's going to turn in, so I pull to the left a little bit on my shot, aiming, and it's a decent salvo. I'll take it. Ugh, I get rammed. So I finally decide, you know what, I'm just going to send it. I'm done. I'm going to go around. I know we've got a low health Missouri. I think I can finish him off. We've got a Nelson. I can beat him in a one-on-one, or I should be able to. Instead of kind of going with the rest of my team at this point, I am going to go a different route. The Picardy, he's low health, so I am actually hopeful that they'll get him. And then the Bismarck is far enough away and going island, I don't think I'm going to get him. So here we go. Time to get the Missouri, maybe. Ugh, come on, Bart. Those turrets. Yeah, I don't even know if there was a different thing to do here. So we've got, yeah, okay. Picardy does go down. That was the right call. Maybe. There are a lot of ships down here. If I can cut off these ships from the angle, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I had to remember what I was thinking. If I can cut off the ships from going from D to B, the teammates that I have remaining might be able to cap B, finish off the Bismarck, and then I guess it's the AL Richelieu that's way up there. If they can finish the Bismarck, maybe we can finish him. So this is like all super hypothetical, low probability plays. I'm just trying to do something that might work. I know that I've got 2 cruisers, a low health Missouri, and then a overmatchable battleship over here. So this is, if I can get in here, I actually have a decent chance of taking out some or all of these ships and keep them off of the rest of my team. When the Plymouth goes down, you know, we're pretty much shot at this point. This salvo, oof, they all went in the water. I kind of even want to watch that back. Guess I should have just aimed higher, but yuck. This one's a little better. I intentionally aimed higher on that one, so maybe the first one was just a little low, but it felt like I raised it up a little bit anyway. Whatever. Yeah, ZF6 goes down. Fine. Hi, Nelson. You are a fun ship, but can't do that. So, sorry, dude. Here I am going to do, this is advanced play, World of Warships Legends advanced play. I assume there's torpedoes coming from the cruisers. I'm going to use, or possibly use, this Nelson hull as a torpedo blocker, if I need to. So we're kind of see where the torpedoes are coming from. If they're coming in, I'm going to try to stop. Yep, there they are. Okay, they were a little further out anyway. And honestly, I might have kind of misjudged it to, as the Nelson stern is sinking there. I might have been a little off anyway. And then we take the Missouri, because why not? I'm just like, okay, well, maybe I should have done this a million years ago, because this is going super well. And so whatever it was, 1v6, 1v7, and yeah, maybe I should have just YOLO'd it in the beginning. Honestly, I don't know that it would have worked. I think it would have had a lot of crossfires and ships seeing me. Here, I assume the Plymouth is there. He launched the other set at me, so here's the second set of torpedoes. So, okay, those are done. I'm hoping he didn't hold any. He launched the first rack single fire, kind of back to back, so I'm assuming he does the same. This Pajarski is turning to get his second set of torpedoes on me, so I'm just really trying to hold it as long as I can, and then turn. Fire one turret just to see if I could get him, hold the second to see if I really need to readjust my aim like I did on the Nelson, and he goes down. And so I've gone from, basically done 100,000 damage in this, like, brawling sequence. Sunk Nelson, Missouri, Pajarski. Did I say something earlier? Nelson, Missouri, Pajarski. I don't know, I got 4 kills. What did I think earlier? Maybe somebody knows. I don't even know at this point. I am, again, long shots all the way around here. This Bismarck pushed all the way around. These are split torpedoes. It actually confused me when I was doing this, because I'm like, wait a second, that's 4 torpedoes. He must have launched them around the island and, like, clipped the edge of the salvo. So here, the Plymouth went this way, he's probably turning around and like, I was hoping he didn't have to reload on this set yet. That would have been really nice if I could get around this island and just hope this part misses, and we don't. So, the end of a frustrating game, got some good shots in. That part was fun, but yeah, oof, not my favorite.